Everybody, today I am going to do my April 2012 favorites video. First, I guess I'll start off with concealers because that's been the kind of biggest change for me in my kind of makeup routine. I had perhaps mentioned this in a haul video. They seem to have discontinued my Holy Grail concealer, my Maybelline Mineral Power concealer. I've been using that concealer for years. I haven't used any other concealers as far as like blemishes. I have a bunch of different concealers for my under eyes. Concealer is a big part of my foundation routine. They discontinued my concealer. I don't have any backups. I just kind of was blindsided by it. I went to the store one day. I had run out of my concealer and it's nowhere to be found anywhere. I'll talk about two concealers. The first one was the first one I tried, which didn't work out so well. I figured I'd try another Maybelline concealer because I liked that old one so much, and this was one I hadn't tried. It's the Maybelline 24-Hour Superstay Concealer, and I got the color Ivory. I was the color Ivory Light 2 to 3 in the other Maybelline concealer that I loved. This one's kind of light. It's like way too light for me to be using on all over my face. It is a nice color for under the eyes, but I don't like this concealer. It's super cakey, hard to blend. My other concealer I could just kind of dot all over my face and then blend in, but this I have to dot it and blend the spot right away or it will just kind of like harden there, which is fine because I just have to, you know, retrain myself to blend as soon as I apply it, but still, and it's not, I mean, it doesn't wear off or anything, but it's not like 24-hour. It wears off as much as my other one, and actually, I think I find that this lasts not as long as the Mineral Power one, so, you know, I wouldn't recommend this one. I didn't like it. So I picked up a MAC concealer. I picked up the MAC Select Cover-Up, which is their liquid concealer in this little tube, the triangle squeezy tube. It's great. My new Holy Grail concealer. It works fabulous on me. I didn't pick up any of the potted concealers because I hate cream concealers. They don't last on my skin. They're not matte enough because they get super oily, and cream concealers tend to slip on me very easily. So I just really do like the blendability and coverage that comes with a liquid concealer, and this is just the right texture. It's a little less liquidy than the Maybelline Mineral Power, the one I was using. This one's a little more of a mousse. So it's a little drier of a formula, so like with that other one, I do have to work with it more quickly because it will set up on me pretty quickly. And instead of dotting it all over my face with my finger like I was doing, or with the doe foot applicator with the other one, I find it easier to actually just put a little bit of this in the back of my hand, dab my concealer brush, dot it in a couple of places, blend it in, and then move on to another area of my face. I can't like apply it to my whole face and then blend because it will set up too quickly. And this one is actually a little dark. I would not use this under my eyes. I got the shade NW20. NW15 was too light for me to use on my blemishes, but would have been nice for under the eyes, but I can't use this for under my eyes because it's way too dark for under my eyes. But it works nice as far as my blemishes go. I always felt that the Maybelline Mineral Power was just a touch too light for me to be using on my blemishes, where this is more suited for that, I think. So the color is just right, the consistency, the coverage, the wear, it actually wears longer than the one I was using, and I mean, I've rambled on too long, I'm going to have to edit out this concealer talk, but I have found a substitute and do suggest this concealer if you like liquid concealers and you have a lot to cover, but it's not too cakey, it's still light enough, because that's my problem. I need a heavy coverage concealer, but I need it to be lightweight. So it's hard to find such a thing, I think, with concealers, especially in the drugstore, which is why I love that other one. It was such a rarity. But this, you know, this is great, and for the price, I mean, I'm going to have to just kind of like bite the bullet and purchase this because it's $17, where my Maybelline one was like $5. Ugh, God, I just missed that price tag, but, you know, you get what you pay for, and this is pretty great, so it's fine. Next I will talk about some eye products, I guess. But I've been loving Stila's Kitten and Puppy worn together. I wear Stila's Kitten all over the lid, which is just a really nice beigey, shimmery, frosty champagne color. The only negative I have with this is that there is a lot of fallout with this. But I'm really willing to deal with it because it's such a gorgeous shade, and also I've been loving this as a highlight on my cheekbones. I just take a very tiny bit of it on my pinky finger and just kind of blend it onto my cheekbones, and it's a gorgeous cheekbone color as well, highlight color. But used very sparingly because it's super frosty. And then in the crease, just for a really natural look, I've been using Stila's Puppy, which came with it, which is a really nice matte neutral brown, just a really great crease shade. So I've been loving kind of wearing those two together with a little mascara, no liner, and a really just simple look. As you can see, I'm not really wearing much liner today. I've kind of been, that's another favorite of mine, is not using much liner this month. I've just been really into kind of simple everyday makeup. You know, no liners really or anything like that. Next shadow I have to show you is my CoverGirl shadow in Champagne. I have been using this in conjunction with another product, which I'll talk about in a second. This has been really great. I've been using it kind of solely as a tear duct color and also another cheekbone highlight, again just with my pinky finger, blending it a tiny bit on my cheekbones, and again with my pinky finger just kind of dabbing it into my tear duct. It's a really great kind of like, it catches the light in such a soft way, and it's such a wonderful tear duct color, and from the drugstore, super cheap. It's Champagne by CoverGirl. I've been using this in conjunction with my MAC paint in Structural Brown. I do not think they sell this anymore. I would try a paint pot from MAC if you're looking for something like this. I think it's called Groundwork Paint Pot, I want to say. It might be similar to this. I don't have Groundwork, but I'm just assuming from what I've seen. This is just a matte brown. It has a subtle shimmer in it like Groundwork does. And it's just a really light, almost rosy brown. And I use this and Champagne on my no makeup look. I'm going to film a tutorial, I think, for you guys. But I've just really, like I said, been into like no liner and everything like that. So I've been kind of into this no makeup look lately. So this has been like my go-to look, just this in the tear duct and on my cheekbones, and then using Structural Brown, I'll just blend it over MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. I'll just dab a little bit of this on my finger, no brushes, smudge it into my lid and then a tiny bit into my crease, add some mascara and go. It's my no makeup look. Stila Sparkle Waterproof Liquid Liner in Rock Candy. I don't really like this too much for the upper lash line. It's kind of watery, not so pigmented, I've found. Maybe it'll get more pigmented with more use as it dries up a bit, but I've been using it for a couple of weeks and it's still kind of watery on me. It takes a couple lines to get full pigmentation, which annoys me. It's a really pretty brown with this beautiful kind of subtle gold and copper sparkle in it, which is pretty, but I have found a use for this for my lower lash line. I will sometimes, you know, if the look calls for it, I'll use a tiny bit of this on just the outer part of my lower lash line, and it just adds a little definition and sparkle, and since it's a waterproof formula, it's not going to, you know, give me raccoon eyes and, you know, run all over my face. Lip product is my Korres Lip Butter in Jasmine. I've probably showed this in a million videos, but I really have been wearing it so much lately. Oh, I love the smell of this. It's just a really pretty milky baby pink. It's pretty sheer on the lips, but it gives just enough pigmentation, and it's such like a glowy look to the lips. It's not too glossy, but it just makes your lips look so kind of like just healthy and you know, smooth. Products. One cheek product you have seen in a bunch of videos. It is the Victoria's Secret Radiant Blush Beauty Rush line in Dollface, which is just the light pink. This is really nice to wear. I've been enjoying wearing this with that Stila combo. eye combo, and it's just a really glowy pink cheek. Just add a couple. I'll apply this a little more generously to the cheeks because everything else is so light, and it also goes really nice with the Korres Lip Butter and Jasmine. This was my favorite. I did finally post a review video of this if you haven't seen it yet, swatches and everything. I have a couple more colors, but this was my favorite from that line. Last blush is a new blush that you will have seen in my whole video, I think. And it is the Sonia Kashuk Beautifying Blush in Sunset. I am in love with this. This is my new favorite blush. It's just a really bright peach. It's got a little subtle shimmer in it, but you don't really see it once applied on the cheeks. Perfect bright pop of blush for the spring and the summer. I'm going to be wearing this all summer. And the wear on this is pretty amazing. It stays on me all day. And the finish and kind of the way this looks on me at the end of the day reminds me of the Tarte Amazonian clay blushes, actually, because those are super long wearing, at least on my skin, and I find that this kind of wears the same as that as far as the long wearing, which is amazing. For half the price at the drugs at Target, you can get these. So the other colors weren't really anything to talk about. I didn't purchase any of them because they didn't look that great, but I would totally suggest picking up Sunset because it's amazing and the packaging is really great as well. Last thing I'm going to show you is actually a jewelry piece. I have been wearing, I used to wear this a lot years and years ago. I got this years before I started YouTube. My mom got me this necklace for me for Christmas, and the only reason I'm showing it is because I have kind of like rediscovered it and been wearing it a lot lately, and I always get a million compliments when I wear this. But since I got it years ago, I usually wouldn't show it if you can't get it, but they do still sell this, and I was at Swarovski recently, and they still do sell this, and they sell earrings that match it too, but I don't have the earrings. I can't remember what it's called. You'll see it easily if you go on the Swarovski website. I'll try and link it below, actually. I think it's called like the Teardrop Necklace or something like that. I might just be completely making that name up, but this is what it looks like. So it's just so simple. It's just this, it's not silver, I don't think. It's, you know, whatever, stainless steel or whatever Swarovski makes their silver jewelry out of, but I've had it for years. It's never tarnished, it's never broken, it's just super high quality, so pretty. It's probably ranged around $100, maybe a little more, I think. It's got the two little teardrop Swarovski crystals on the bottom here. I've had this for so many years, like I've said. These crystals are still clean, they haven't clouded, they're not scratched, they just catch the light and are so beautiful, and they hang from these two strings here, and then it has this tiny little pave Swarovski crystal junction here or whatever, and then it just kind of forks out, and it's got the gorgeous little Swarovski swan with the crystals tag on the chain in the back. I get so many compliments when I wear this. I wear this with, you know, like crew neck shirts, low cut shirts, anything. I love the adjustment because I can make it super long for, not super long, but longer for crew cut shirts, and then shorter for different types of shirts. It just, and whenever I wear this, it catches the light, and I get so many compliments, and I forgot about it, but it's just such a simple, pretty piece that catches the light, and they do still sell this. Swarovski still does sell this in their collection. I love Swarovski jewelry. It's so classic. They do have more trendy pieces, but I try to, you know, stick with the classic stuff because it is more expensive, and then I'll be able to, you know, wear it for years and years to come. I will always be able to wear this. It's such high quality for the price. It's amazing. It really is. I have a couple more of their pieces, and I just really do love their jewelry. Okay, my camera's about to die. So that's it for my April favorites video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. As always, if you have any questions, comments, requests, anything like that, just shoot me a comment down below and I will get back to you. And everybody have a really great day. Bye.